The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing. Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms.
Welcome back. We are joined by an old friend, Mr. Dominique Hawkins. Good to see you again, sir. How you been?
You. I'm been good. Just been taking care of myself and my family, and always good to be back home as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I got tons of stuff I want to talk to you about. It's been a long time since we've actually sat down and talked, but I want to make sure we start off by talking about what you're doing now with these awesome shirts that we're wearing and the kind of the apparel line you got going.
Yeah. Well, pretty much I just came up with a clothing line called Dominique Clothing Line, pretty much. But I got a little saying to say Kentucky Kids, and I wanted to give the kids something to wear, and I thought the design was pretty cool. My logo is pretty much my autograph with wings around it, and I take pride in it, and I'm glad I was able to get this started. And shout out to First Gear for also helping me to get this started as well. Yeah,
and you make appearances around the area, and these are available for purchase, and you have a website too.
Oh yeah, I have a website. You can buy them on dhawkinsclothing.com, and also on my social media, dhawk_25. You can go on my Instagram, and the link is in the bio. And also, I will be having upcoming events, but I haven't released them yet, and we'll be able to buy them that way as well.
Yeah, you were just at Ace Hardware here in Richmond last weekend. A lot of people came out and saw you. So a lot of people, you just draw people, man. People just love being around you, and you have that infectious personality. Man. People just love being around you.
Yeah, I'm just blessed to be able to have people to love me the way that they do, and I definitely feel it. And without God, I wouldn't be here without Him to make other people feel good as well. And that's what my whole goal is, not to just make myself happy, but other people around me happy as well.
Yeah, I think one of the UK, you stopped by UK practice the other day. I think one of the UK beat writers tweeted, I think it was Kyle Tucker tweeted out that Dominique Hawkins is the most optimistic person I've ever been around, and that's so true. You're just a happy person. You always have that smile on your face, and just that's just who you always been, though.
Yeah, definitely. Even since high school, I was very quiet in high school. I've really opened up since then as I've grown. But like I said, when I'm around people, I just want to make them happy, and that's why I'm always smiling, and usually a smile can put another smile on a person's face.
Yeah. Of course, you won a state championship at Madison Central, went on to play at UK, but what I really want to talk to you about is your professional career overseas. You went to a lot of different places, Denmark, Estonia, Germany, Slovakia. I mean, I guess you started off in Denmark, but what's it like being a 21, 22-year-old kid and going off to Denmark, probably where you don't speak the language, you don't know anybody? I mean, what was that like?
It was very difficult, to be honest. I was very, very homesick, to be honest, because I'd never been away from Kentucky at all. Because in college, I was 30 minutes away from Richmond, so I'm able to go home and see my family whenever. But once I went to Denmark, I'm 12 to 13 hour flight away, so I had to go to the waters and adapt to that, though. But I had teammates that was Americans as well. They was able to help me to kind of lay back, relax. But when I was in Denmark, I didn't play my best basketball as well. Then in that same season, I ended up going to a different team, Estonia, and I had a great season there as well.
Yeah, because you ended up a couple of years there, right, for the same team in
Estonia.
I
did. So that Denmark season, my rookie year, went to Denmark for 2-3 months, didn't play really great. Then I went to Estonia, played awesome, and they wanted me to come back, so I re-signed there. And then after Estonia, ended up going to Iceland, and Iceland was a cool experience. I loved the culture there. And went to Germany after that, and then end up playing in Slovakia my last year.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It is.
It's crazy. Basketball is so international, and from what I understand, these teams in these leagues usually have 2 or 3 Americans, or not necessarily Americans, but foreign players.
Foreign players, correct.
And so you did have a few people there that at least you could speak English with, maybe play some video games with or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Hang out with. So
being American makes you feel more comfortable talking to another American as well, because over there the language barrier is very hard. They can speak English, but it's very broken, so it's hard to communicate with them. But we also have some teammates that speak both really well, so they're basically our translator for us. So if we go out to go get some food, we always be like, hey, can you come out with us so we can get some groceries or go shopping at the mall? So it's always good to have that one friend that's not American to be able to speak both languages.
Yeah. What's the style of play like? Is it much different than American basketball?
It's not too different. It's just I feel like the IQ level of basketball is very great there because the fundamentals, everyone got it down. Everyone know how to use the angles. They use the picks correctly. And being an American, basically athleticism can just beat anything. But over there, they have it all break down and able to figure out how to score by using your IQ of basketball.
Yeah. Favorite places and stuff you went over there, or kind of? I mean, did you get around? I mean, did you have a chance to see a lot of things when you were playing, or was it mostly?
Yeah. I got to see a lot of things, except for when I was in Slovakia. It was the COVID year, so I didn't get to go around to any other country though. But my favorite place probably Germany, Munich. I went to Munich and it was awesome. It was a big city, saw stuff that I'd never seen before. And I just love the culture there as well.
Munchen, right? They call it Munchen.
Munich.
Yeah. Munich.
Okay. It's hard. I know. I couldn't say it right.
I took German in high school, but that was like 50 years ago, so I don't really remember. Well, talk a little bit. Did you pick up bits of the languages of the countries you went to? I mean, a little bit, or is it just hard to do?
It's very hard. I know how to say hey. Yeah, that's about it. So ciao is basically how you say hey at every European language.
It's universal in there.
So yeah, I try to learn some stuff because you want to figure out what your teammates are saying when they start speaking another language on the court.
What are they talking about me?
Yeah, that's the only time that I wanted to actually learn what they were saying.
Yeah. You're only 27. If COVID clears up, do you want to go back and play overseas again? What's the future?
Yeah. I definitely want to go back and play. Right now, I'm just waiting for that opportunity. So next month I could be leaving as well. So trying to figure out that situation with my agent as well, make sure we get a right deal and on the right contract.
Yeah, like I said, I guess it's all your agent does all this stuff. But I mean, it's amazing the places people go. I think Kenja Bosley played in Israel and a bunch of places, and you've had other UK teammates that went off and played other places too. So it's amazing where basketball is in the world.
Oh, definitely. Growing up, I never thought about basketball taking me to a different location. Definitely throughout another country. So it's awesome. And also, like you said, most of my friends are overseas, like Alex Poitras, I played with Derek Willis. Kenja's over there. He's in Iceland right now. He's doing well. And just a lot. Dakari's in China, Dakari Johnson. So a lot of us are overseas playing. And not a lot of people try to follow with them because they don't know exactly where they're at, though. But I feel like if we, on our social media, is sharing it, people will be able to follow us better as well.
Yeah, obviously it's not NBA money, but you make a good living, and you get paid to play basketball.
Exactly. Tax-free as well. Tax-free as well, so that's the good thing about it.
Absolutely. Well, let's go back in time a little bit. The first time I remember hearing about you was in middle school, especially on the football field. You were really tore it up as a middle schooler. But your mother didn't like you playing football, did she?
Yeah, she wasn't a fan of the weather and of me getting hit as well. So, yeah, she wasn't too big of a fan of that, but she knew that I was really talented in it, so she supported me and let me play as well.
Yeah, but you didn't play freshman or sophomore year at Central.
Actually, I played on the freshman team at Central, but I didn't want to play varsity because I was too scared of getting hurt. But I stopped for 1 year and didn't play my sophomore year. Yeah. And I regretted that, to be honest. I had my mindset just to focus on basketball, but I think playing two sports is a great idea for a high school kid.
Yeah. Well, you returned with the bang because the first game of your junior year against Letcher County Central here at Roy K. Stadium, you had a 99-yard touchdown run. You had 3 touchdowns and like 250 yards rushing. So that was a pretty good way to get back into football, huh?
Oh, definitely was. To be honest, I didn't know I was that good. Once I saw myself on the highlight tapes and like watch film of me like running the ball, juking people, I was like, maybe I do have like a talent where I could get scholarships for football as well.
Yeah, I've only ever in person seen 2 99-yard touchdown runs, and that was one of them. So
nice. That's
I remember that like it was yesterday. You went left and we're just gone right up there.
Yeah. I didn't think I was going to make it. I thought I was going to pass out running that far.
Yeah. Well, Bert Brown was the coach at the time, and he thought you were an SEC caliber player, but probably as a defensive back or something, right?
Yep, exactly. He did think that. I did not like playing defense at all. So
you had a few interceptions though back there.
I did though, but I just wasn't. I was an aggressive defender player though, but I just always wanted to like score touchdowns and run the ball instead of being in the defensive side.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I know after, the local media here, especially the UK media, after you graduated, they kind of jumped on the fact that some NFL teams actually, talked to you. You didn't play college football at all, but you did after you graduated from UK have some NFL teams. So kind of what happened there, and who talked to you, and was that serious stuff there, or kind of how did that all work?
It's crazy. It was very serious because the Cowboys was coming to my workouts for the summer league. So in the summer, I was working out for like other summer pro teams. Like I would go work out for like Philadelphia 76 or something. But when I come back to my place that I was staying in Thousand Oaks in California, Los Angeles, and in the facility, there was always a Cowboys coach there. And I was wondering, I was like, why is he watching me play basketball right now?
They're stalking you.
Yeah. But he sat down and talked to me. He's like, we really think that you could be able to be a good football player on the defensive side. And I told him I think about it, though. But in my mind, I kind of knew that I didn't want to really play. And then another situation, the Eagles, they contacted me. And I actually took a flight to Philadelphia to work out in front of the team, and I did the combine stuff with them. I did my 40 for the first time, ran like a 4.67 or something slow. But it was a great experience, and I'm glad that I was able to go there and actually know how like a football combine is, and it was great. And I also went with another basketball player from NC State. I forgot his name though, but he was a pretty good player as well.
Okay. Well, just off the air here, before we started taping this, me and Randy were talking about the 2013 state championship game. Me and Randy were both there. Mm-hmm. And of course, you were there, obviously.
Right.
What still sticks out to you about those last few minutes of that? Because it was just, like I said, we were just talking about it. I know people dubbed it the Madison County Miracle, and it really did seem like there was some divine intervention there. All the pieces that fit into place to have that happen, and you guys win a state championship. And what? 8 years later, kind of what still sticks out to you?
Yeah, what sticks out to me was just get points fast at the last 2-3 minutes, because we was down. I can't remember how much we was down, but we was down by a lot in the last 2-3 minutes, and just the last seconds really sticked out to me. I remember when George Walker was the one that got the steal, and he threw it. As soon as he got it, he threw it right to me. So I knew that since he was throwing it to me, I had to go score. And I was driving to my right, and everyone thinks I passed the ball.
No, it just kind of rolled over there.
But I turned that ball over. It bounced off my leg or something. I was like, oh, there goes the game. Yeah. It goes to Kenja hands, and he just knocks down that famous shot.
Yeah. So, like I said, it was almost like divine intervention, because like I said, that thing just rolled right over there to him. As if like it was meant to be or something.
Exactly. So, yeah, it probably been better for me to do that than me trying to go to the rim and get a shot up, because I probably would have missed it. And now Kenja was able to get that shot and win us the game for that moment.
Yeah, and then they got the ball back. There was, 2 or 3 seconds left or something there. So that wasn't the end. There was some tense moments on that last play, too.
Yeah, Coach just told us, go out there, put your hands up, play defense the last seconds. Hopefully that they just missed the shot, even if they got a good look. It would have been a hard shot to make anyways. So.
Yeah, you obviously were able to dunk the ball in high school, and you didn't do it very often. But I remember the Ballard game at Rupp Arena in overtime. You went and threw that thing down. Kind of do you remember what was going through your mind in the overtime there? Or you took off at the top of the key, and I guess you were just like, I'm going and just get out of the way.
I think that was Hopkinsville.
Was it Hopkinsville?
I think it might have been Hopkinsville. I don't dunk the ball too often though, but I don't like have emotion like that as well.
Yeah, you get a big scream afterwards.
I remember when I dunked that, I was screaming. It felt like I was dreaming after I got done screaming, because I've never done it before. So I was like, let me just go back and play defense now. So.
Yeah, well, you needed it. That was a big play in that game. It was into overtime.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. All those games we had, the last 3 games we had there was all good games, because the game before that, I think it was Holmes, and they had a guy, Beetle. I remember his nickname was Beetle, and he was like a sophomore and averaging over 20 points, and he played really good as well.
Yeah. Wayne County in the first round was pretty easy. But after that,
I remember Kenja he had a half-court shot that game and put up like the little goggles. So, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Well, that whole time, Calipari's sitting down there watching you for most of those games. And, of course, it became a huge thing. you know, you won Mr. Basketball. Were they going to offer you and all that stuff?
Right.
But I think the little secret was they'd already offered. You'd already committed, right?
Yeah.
We had a ceremony, but that
that
had already been kind of decided. I think it was from what Coach Feldhouse told me later that they were kind of testing you. I think to see if you would kind of say anything. Right. They offered you and you had accepted, and they told you to keep it on the down low. And you guys were able to keep it a secret, which is amazing in this day of social media and everything.
Right. Well, I remember he came in our locker room in Madison Central and told me that he's like, "Hey kid, I want to give you an offer," and he said, "If you're willing to take it, you can." And immediately there, I told him, I'm going to take it.
I'm in. Yeah,
I'm taking it though. But he said I had to keep it quiet because I think it's because there was a lot of players on the team as well. Like it was a team that went to the NIT, and he was trying to make room for other players to get there. So I think that was the main reason to keep it quiet, and I was able to do it. And it for me, it wasn't too hard because only the coaches knew and my mom knew, and everyone was asking me, "Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?" I was like, "I don't know yet. I don't know." So
throngs of media people like me snooping around trying to get information from you. But all the UK media and everything was all around you, and so it must have been kind of tough.
People think it was tough though, but I feel like I was able to it was easy to say I don't know where I'm going yet, though, because I didn't sign anything yet. I committed though, but I haven't signed, so I could always uncommit and go somewhere else. So that's why I always was like, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, I did notice when you did the thing and you pulled the hat out. I think the hat already had an inscription on it.
It had my name. It had my name on it and everything. So yeah.
Okay. Well, four great years at Kentucky. Kind of what sticks out there, was it the Louisville game? That's the one everybody kind of points to.
Yes. I actually think my SEC championship game sticks out for me the most because it just showed how patient I was and able to wait for all that, wait for the time to actually get a big moment and grind it all the way out to my senior year and be on the MVP of the SEC. So that meant a lot to me though. But like I said, the Louisville game meant a lot too because it's Louisville. You always want to beat Louisville. Growing up, being a Kentucky fan, that's the number one team you want to beat. It's Louisville. So that game meant a lot as well. And that also gave me confidence to break out to be able to play the way I did as well in the long run.
And I think in this era, you were being a four-year player there, being the exception to the rule at Kentucky now with the way college basketball is in general, not just at Kentucky, but I think that's part of why I think UK fans are you're so endeared by them is that you were there for 4 years. They feel like they got to watch you grow up, kind of like the old school kind of way,
right.
Before the one and dones and all that type stuff. So I think that's why people feel that connection to you.
Yeah. I definitely feel like you're correct on that. Definitely been from Kentucky and going there for 4 years. People do see me grow up. They saw me my freshman year have to go in and guard like the top players in NCAA, and that's what kind of gave them a base of how hard I work on defense. And then growing in a little bit more, you start seeing me dribble the ball up the court playing point guard. And now in my senior year, I'm knocking down three-pointers. I'm driving to the lane. I'm making plays. So like you said, they watched me grow up as a basketball player and as a person off the court. And being from Kentucky, you get a little bit more special love if you react with the fans and show them that you appreciate them as well. So I feel like I did that to the max ability that I could. Yeah.
Kentucky fans are wonderful, and they can also be a little bit touched, though. I mean, years ago, I remember you had an event up here at Jack Burford, and I came over and talked to you, and someone asked you, what was the strangest thing anyone ever asked you to sign? And if I remember correctly, you said someone wanted you to sign a glass eye.
Yes.
UK glass eye, and you
respectfully
declined. But what was that? What do you say to somebody when they do that?
I just tell them, because I've been offered to sign some weird stuff. Someone had like some fake teeth they want me to sign too, but that glass eye was the weirdest for me. So I just said, let me just sign your shirt. Is that okay? So I just signed a shirt.
How would you even do that? I mean,
I have no idea. So that's why I was very shocked until someone offered me to sign.
He didn't like actually pop it out of his eye.
No, he didn't pop it out. He had it in like a little, I don't know what it was. It was a case, in like a little case or something.
With a little UK logo on it or something?
It was like a black case is what I remember.
He didn't even want to look at it. He's like, he's like, no, keep that away.
Keep that for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Well, I could sit here and talk with you all day, but I know you got things to do, and we appreciate you coming by this weekend. And please, if you want to support Dominique, go check out his clothing line. These are really sharp stuff, and he'll be making some appearances, and we're definitely going to try to help him. So if you check out our social media, we'll let you know where he's at. And you want to talk about the thing with at Dick's Sporting Goods the other day?
Oh, yeah. Dick's Sporting Goods and myself partnered up together, and we was able to help some kids to get some Christmas gift that's going to not to have that much. So it was a great experience for me, because it's the first time I'm actually like able to give back to the community, and I definitely want to do that more. We picked out 12 kids and was able to let them have a little shopping spree, and it went great. It went really good. Yeah,
he's doing great things in the community, so go out and support him. And like I said, you'll be around. You do appearances from time to time, so you can stop by, get a shirt, get a picture. You're always willing to sit and chat with people and take a selfie or whatever, right?
Exactly, whatever you want. A selfie or signing a glass eye and teeth. That's about it.
No glass eyes and no fake teeth. So other than that, everything's fair game. So you never know what fans are going to come up with.
That's true. That's very true.
Well, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it.
That's no problem. Thank you for having me here.
It's been it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I can sit here and talk to you all day.
I know.
But and hopefully you get the chance to play somewhere going forward. And we sit here and reminisce about the old days, but hopefully you got plenty of more playing days ahead of you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You get to go see some more cool places. I'm very jealous. You get to go to all these cool places and and do things. So I get to live vicariously through you. So
you can write all the stories you want about me. I'll tell them all to you. I'll come back and just tell you.
Well, maybe I got a book in there. Maybe write a book sometime.
Yeah, definitely.
I've never written a book before, but I'd try.
I haven't either, but it sounds good.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, man, for coming by.
No
we'll talk to you soon. But that'll wrap up this week's edition of the Richmond Register Sports Show. We'll be back next Sunday with a new edition. And, of course, as always, on Twitter, we are Richmond R Sports. And on Facebook, we're Register Sports. And RichmondRegister.com is the place to get all the news on the web. So appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.
Do you want to sponsor the weekly Richmond Register Sports Show? Contact the Richmond Register, RichmondRegister.com, and, of course, on Facebook or Twitter. The Richmond Register Sports Show is brought to you by MetroNet, superfast internet, simply a better connection. Central Kentucky Pressure Washing, Total Comfort, heating and air conditioning. Let Total Comfort keep you cool or warm this winter. Call for service or for a free replacement quote. And by kymedia.net, digital media solutions on your terms. Thanks for watching the Richmond Register Sports Show. For more information about all things sports in Madison County, log on to richmondregister.com or on Twitter. And like us, Register Sports on Facebook. Get the Richmond Register directly to your mailbox or get the app online and visit richmondregister.com.